Hello Year 8 and welcome to a tutorial about factors that affect the rate of photosynthesis. This is Mr. Broadhead. So, let's get started. There are three factors, so three different things which limit, the rate of photosynthesis. So by limit we mean it stops it from increasing above a certain level if one of these factors is missing or at a very low level. And the rate of photosynthesis, we're talking about the speed at which the plant photosynthesizes or produces that glucose. So we've got temperature, light intensity, and carbon dioxide concentration, so the amount of carbon dioxide. This means that increasing these factors increase the rate of photosynthesis, but if one of those is in short supply, so we've not got enough of it, it will limit or prevent the rate of photosynthesis from continuously increasing. Okay, so there's a graph there of light intensity plotted against the rate of photosynthesis. What I'd like to do is just pause the screencast for a couple of minutes and try and answer this question. So describe what is happening to the rate of photosynthesis as the light intensity increases. So hopefully what we managed to write down is, as the light intensity increases, the rate of photosynthesis also increases. So that's shown by the steep line, very steep gradient at the start of the graph. However, this line levels off, so the rate of photosynthesis does not keep increasing, even though the light intensity does. So that says that something else apart from the light intensity is limiting the rate of photosynthesis. So we know it's not the light intensity because that keeps increasing. So we know we've got enough light. So it must be the concentration of carbon dioxide is not high enough, or the temperature is not correct for the plant. Maybe it's too high, maybe it's too low. So without enough light, a plant cannot photosynthesize very quickly. Even if there is plenty of water and carbon dioxide, increasing the light intensity will boost the speed of photosynthesis. So have a look at this graph. Okay, you might want to pause it and answer the question, how is this graph similar to the previous graph? Okay, so look at your answer for the previous graph, what it actually showed, and then think about what does this graph show. So hopefully you've had a chance to compare the two graphs now, and you'll notice the graph is exactly the same shape as the previous graph. The y-axis is exactly the same, the rate of photosynthesis. However, the x-axis now is not light intensity, it's carbon dioxide concentration. So this graph shows that as carbon dioxide concentration increases, the rate of photosynthesis also increases. However, it reaches the same point where the rate levels off. It stops increasing. Now we know it's not to do with the carbon dioxide concentration because that is continuously increasing. So this graph shows that the rate of photosynthesis is being limited by either temperature or light intensity. These are very common graphs on assessments. So, if it gets too cold, the rate of photosynthesis will decrease. Plants cannot photosynthesize if it gets too hot. But plants are affected differently by temperature. So ones that live in the Arctic can photosynthesize at lower temperatures than desert plants. So plants are specially adapted for their habitat.